persuasion, this is an issue everyone is talking about: dark money flowing into U.S. elections. I'm Christine Giovanelli, and today we are going to talk about how all politicians, regardless of whether they are Democrats, Republican, or Independents, have the incentive to take vast sums of money from people and organizations in secret. The German U.S. Supreme Court case of Citizens United versus the Federal Election Commission caused this to happen. To steal from the Washington Post, democracy dies in darkness. If we cannot determine what kind of friends our candidates run with, how can we trust them at all? Needless to say, it is a complex job of figuring out how much dark money flows into U.S. elections, but journalists follow the money to make educated guesses. And even candidates who oppose dark money are forced to take it to stay competitive. In the 2016 U.S. presidential election, there was a good example of this happening, where Hillary Clinton was estimated to take more than $132 million in dark money. Donald Trump, proponent of shutting down the deep state, still took more than $43.5 million. The amounts of dark money in the 2020 U.S. presidential election are still being estimated, but dark money has been found to amount to $182 million for just political advertising. No one can deny that lies are slung in politics, and what better way to pass off these lies by way of dark money, where any lie can be perpetuated, but the source of the lie stays secret. These advertising dollars, combined with election spending, together are estimated to equal more than $350 million of dark money flowing into the 2020 elections. It wasn't always like this. For centuries, campaign finance was restricted, and corporations and super PACs, political action committees, were not allowed to spend unlimited funds on elections. This changed dramatically when the issue of whether the restrictions on corporate campaign spending violated free speech in the 2010 landmark decision of Citizens United versus FEC. It was a close decision, 5-4, but the U.S. Supreme Court decided that the possibility of corruption was impossible and that spending would remain transparent. Given the onslaught of dark money, clearly spending is no longer transparent. The question now is whether donating in secret allows for, or indeed has allowed, corruption. The dissent, or opposition, in Citizens United was written by Justice Stevens, who warned of this law fostering corruption and creating an appearance of corruption. The appearance of corruption, of course, destroys faith in democracy. And if you saw my first video, you know that at its core, democracy requires the public trust. Last, in the dissent, Stevens opined that the majority opinion failed to recognize the dangers of the corporate form. Justice Stevens argued that this majority opinion amounted to, quote, denying the nation in a vital particular the power of self-protection. He went on to say the improper use of money would influence the result of elections. In the decades since Citizens United, dark money groups have spent roughly $1 billion mainly on advertising to influence elections. But is dark money all that bad? If everyone takes dark money, will it just cancel each other out? Render your verdict on Patreon. If you like this video, check out my other videos. And if you hit the subscribe and bell icon, you will get notified every time I post a new video. Thanks.